Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and in this video I want to bring to your attention a rather interesting visual bug or glitch that's currently affecting bolt-action sniper rifles in PUBG Mobile. So we're in training mode and we're grabbing an M24 as well as a Kar98K to start out with. Also going to grab the bullet loops for the Kar98, that way the reload speed is a little less painful. And finally, we'll need some 7.62, 2 boxes of that right here, as well as a pair of scopes. I think we'll go with the 4x scopes for this video. So this is a visual bug that affects aiming down the scope between shots. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 5 shots by just aiming down the scope right now and just pushing down on the trigger. And you can see every time I press down on that fire button, you go out of ADS while you rack that next round into the chamber. So you can see we go out of it there, and then we zoom back in, go out of it there to reload. This visual glitch, what it does is it allows you, if you do it correctly, to stay in ADS between shots. So you can see how much faster I can actually get back to ADS, or aiming down the scope. Now you'll notice that the shots themselves are no faster. The time between the shot is still the same, at least to my knowledge. However, you can stay aiming down the scope a lot better, which allows you to aim your follow-up shots while you're reloading, instead of having to go back out of ADS and then back into it. So how I'm doing that is I'm actually pushing the crouch button between shots. So I'm taking a shot and then I'm pushing crouch. And sometimes if you do it right, you actually stay ADS like that. Other times you go back out, but for a shorter time. And that's probably just because I don't know exactly how to use this glitch perfectly. But it's not really game breaking because it doesn't change the amount of time between the shots. It just allows you to aim for your follow-up shot while the gun is reloading, as opposed to having to wait a second or so and then scoping back in only to see that the person had moved in a way you didn't intend them to move. So this got me thinking, if it works on the Kar98, does it also work with the M24? So this is the M24 just taking 5 normal shots. I just want to provide a baseline. You can see that every time you're racking the slide back there, or the bolt back, and you can see that we go out of aiming down the scope. So now what we're going to do is use this crouching glitch and see what happens. You can see once again, just like with the Kar98, you're able to stay in ADS a lot better. You're able to get to it a lot faster. That time we actually didn't go out of it at all. And like I said, I'm definitely not the best at this, so know that it is possible to just stay in ADS the whole time if you do it right, if you time it correctly. So it's a rather odd glitch. I don't know if it affects the Win94 or not, because that only has iron sights. But I figure this one isn't like super dangerous or super game breaking, but it's also rather interesting. So I'm curious if you think this is going to be advantageous, or if this is something that's like fun but not super useful. So there is a disadvantage too, and that is that when you're crouching, you're changing your perspective. So 1, it makes you harder to hit. That's a good thing. But 2, it also changes where you're aiming. So you have to, even if you're aiming down the scope still, you have to kind of adjust where you're looking because you just went up or down a couple feet. So there's the AWM just doing the same thing again, showing you this is the other bolt action sniper, showing you that between shots normally, that's what it looks like. And here we have it using that crouching technique. You can see that we can aim down the scope a lot faster. So I think we'll reload one more time. I'll show you it again. I had better success when I was starting crouched and then like shooting up or pushing the crouch button as I was shooting. So we'll try that one more time. He's a guy, let me just get out of his way. And let's see if we can do this. So going to take the shot, immediately crouch. You can see that the ADS, there we go. We actually stayed in it that time. So that was pretty cool. That time we bounced out for a second, but much faster than normal. So that is the bug or glitch. Did you know about it? If you didn't, now you do. I'm not sure when they're going to patch this. I'm sure they are going to patch it very soon though. Although, like I said, I don't find it as game breaking as many of the other bugs like the speed glitch, which were really frustrating to deal with. This one, like I said, I mean, it's visual only. It doesn't allow you to take the shots any faster. It just allows you to potentially sight in your target better between shots, although you do then have to adjust for moving up and down when you're crouching and standing. So that is a disadvantage. So all in all, probably just like balances out and performs very similarly to just shooting normally. But it's an interesting bug or glitch regardless, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. So my name's Derek G. If you found this video helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, because that really does help the channel to grow. And consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG Mobile content, including gameplay, tips and tricks, loot location videos, and a whole lot more coming soon. I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in my Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.